I'm reporter Savanna Jones talking to you today about 15-year-old Bobby Phillips, the main character in one of Andrew Clement's books, Things Not Seen. What happens to Bobby in this book is something that almost no one will believe. He turns invisible, but luckily he is now back to normal. Soon after, both of his parents get in a car accident, and everyone is worried that Bobby is home alone. But no one can know that Bobby is invisible. The only people that know besides Bobby's parents are Bobby's friend Alicia, who is blind, and Alicia's parents, who all try to help. One night, Bobby believes that he finds the cause of him turning invisible, an electric blanket that he bought in Sears. On the night in February that this occurred, he was sleeping with his electric blanket. Also on that night, the Earth's environment was bombarded with high-energy particles accelerated by a powerful solar eruption. Therefore, the flux of the high-energy protons near the Earth was 100,000 times greater than normal. We are interviewing Bobby now to find out more information about his life. Bobby, what is your family like? My mom teaches literature at the University of Chicago. All she does is give me orders. Her motto is when in doubt, give an order. My dad works at Femilab. It's a place where they smash atoms and look at the little bits. Everything is a science experiment for him. Who is your best friend? Before I became invisible, I had lots of friends at school, and I still do, but I couldn't see them for a while when I was invisible. One day, when I was invisible, I ran into a girl named Alicia. I later found out that she was blind. Then I found out that she likes to go to the library often, and then I started to go with her, and we quickly became friends. One day I told her that I was invisible, and she did not believe me. So she asked someone walking by if they could see me, and the person said no, so she believed me. What do you like to do in your spare time? When I have spare time, which I had a lot of when I was invisible because I couldn't go outside to see anybody, I like to read, watch TV, listen to jazz music, and play my trumpet. What was your biggest fear? My biggest fear was when both of my parents got in a car accident and everyone was looking for me. When my mom got home from the hospital, she told everyone that was looking for me that I was visiting my Aunt Ethel in Florida, which was a lie. One of my biggest fears was that I would be invisible forever. One day, I told my friend Alicia about how I thought I turned invisible and I thought I was hopeless. Then she thought she knew how she could get me back. She said that since two negatives make a positive, if I slept with my blanket again, it would make me not invisible. So I didn't believe her, but I tried it anyways, and it worked. Was there a point in the story that you were afraid would fail? Yes, I was afraid. When I put the blanket on for the second time, I thought it would make me die. What annoyed you the most? What annoyed me the most was that I couldn't really talk to or see anyone besides my parents, Alicia, and Alicia's parents. I couldn't let anyone else know that I was invisible. If I did, I would become a scientific oddity or on the front page of the news. What is the craziest thing you've ever done? The craziest thing I've ever done was when I snuck into the Sears Tower with Alicia. I was looking for a list of names of people who bought an electric blanket from Sears like mine. I wanted to see if they had any complaints about it. When I found it on someone's computer, I printed it out and brought it home. Then I started to call some of the people on the list. Most of the ones that I called didn't know what I was talking about and didn't have any complaints. But one person, I found out that they actually turned invisible. Do you have a mentor? Who was it? How did you become their student? Yes, Alicia is my mentor. She helped me when I thought I was hopeless for me to turn back to normal again. She encouraged me to keep believing. She told me that years don't scare her anymore. She isn't wishing for a better life. She is just dealing with what she has. That's what Alicia taught me. What was something that you had to learn during the story? Something I had to learn in this story was to be patient and deal with what I had. I couldn't just wait for me to turn back to normal again. I had to do something, which was sleep with the electric blanket again. Also, I had to be able to deal with whatever the effects of me sleeping with the blanket did to me. If you were to attend MSMS, what do you think your favorite subject would be? I think I would really enjoy activity block if I did band because I like to play trumpet. Also, I would enjoy science because I know a lot about the Earth and scientific experiments. So that was Bobby Phillips here with us today. He is the main character in the book Things Not Seen by Andrew Clements. What happens to Bobby in this book is something that no one will believe. He turns invisible. We also found out by listening to his story about going to the Sears Tower that there is at least one other person in this story that is in the same condition that he was in. I'm reporter Savanna. Thank you for talking to us today.